Hey folks, this morning I'm about to do a pre-purchase EICR on this 2-bed flat down here in sunny Surbiton. So this video is for the benefit of prospective homebuyers and prospective landlords, so I'm not going to bore you with the technical details of how we do the wiring tests, but it's just to show you from an electrician's point of view what we look out for in terms of electrical safety and the impact on the EICR certificate. So let's get started. The first thing I look out for is the location of the consumer unit, and here it is up on the wall. Straight away I can see it's a metallic box with full RCD protection. In 2016 metal boxes became the standard, but there's no requirement to upgrade from a plastic box as long as it's in a safe condition. The RCD is an additional protective layer that protects people from electric shock. It's good practice to protect all circuits, but if your consumer unit is old and only has partial or indeed no RCD protection, then subject to assessment of certain risk factors, I'd rate it as a C3 code, meaning a recommended upgrade. So just to clarify what these codes refer to, electrical surveyors use classification codes which are C3 for a recommended improvement, C2 that highlights something that's potentially dangerous, and C1 highlighting something that's imminently dangerous, though that's rarely used. And lastly, FI for further investigation, something that needs a detailed check at a later point in order to verify safety. Next is a look in the bathroom. I first of all look for the lighting to see if it's IP rated. IP is a standard that ensures electrical fittings are suitable for wet and steamy areas such as bathrooms or wet rooms, and for outdoor use. There are no downlights in this bathroom, but the single light fitting is a glass orb, which by its nature is suitably IP rated for this location. The light switch is inside the bathroom space, but it's a pull cord, so no problem there. And I also spotted a BS standard shaver socket in the corner, and again no problems there. Lastly, I have a look around to check that there are no main socket outlets, which are a no-no in UK bathrooms. In terms of earth bonding, it's a requirement that metallic water and gas pipes are connected, or bonded in EICR language, back to the main electrical earth, and right here I can see the connection onto the incoming water pipe, and I've already verified that this cable connects to the incoming gas pipe, and that they do appear back at the main earthing terminal. If these are missing from your installation, then it's a regulation requirement that they be retrofitted. The only exception to that regulation is if one or both of the water or gas pipes are supplied into the property in plastic, i.e. blue for water or yellow for gas, then no earth bonding is required. Looking around at the light fittings, there seem to be a number of metallic fittings. It's a regulation requirement that metallic fittings and switches are properly earthed, so I'll be checking that these are so. Next I see that there's a smoke detector in the hallway, but there's no green power light, so there must be a problem with the supply. Non-working equipment's not within the scope of the EICR since it's not an electrically live risk. But since this is a smoke detector, I'm going to put this down as a C3 recommendation that is looked at because of its importance in fire protection matters. Now heading into the kitchen, the sockets do appear to be in good condition as well as the boiler isolator. Now unusually these days the cooker is fully gas. But if it had been electric, I would have been checking the earth continuity from the chassis back to the main electrical earth. I actually recently found one that wasn't earthed, so in the event of an earth fault, that chassis could have risen to full mains potential and electrocuted the user. So it goes to prove that it's a highly valuable test to do, so it's worth asking your electrician to do this if he or she doesn't already. Now that I've completed the visual checks, I'm going to head off and do the formal circuit tests, as well as the general earth continuity onto the metallic light fittings and metallic switches, if there were any. Hi folks, so I've completed the test and I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what I found. So quickly running through, switches and sockets are fine, maybe a little bit dated, but that's for the client to decide if they want to upgrade those. Consumer unit is made of metal, which is great. If it had been plastic, it still would have only been a C3 because it's just a recommendation. There's no requirement to upgrade that. The wiring is absolutely fine, no faults on the wiring, fabulous news for the client. I did find the, as mentioned, hallway smoke detector. There's no power on that. One fail I did find, which was a C2. One of the RCDs is frozen. Now we've got RCDs there, so they have to work properly. It's going to have to be replaced. Now on the matter of RCDs, both of these are called Type AC. It's an older technology. The new ones have to be Type A. Now the difference is that with the Type ACs, Under certain earthfall conditions, with all our electronic gadgets plugged in, especially kitchen appliances or appliances with electronic circuit boards, in an earthfall situation, they may freeze. So I'm going to put that down as a C3 recommendation to upgrade those to type A. And by virtue of the fact that we're going to have to replace one anyway, he's going to get type A's basically. So what I'm going to do, when I get home, I'm going to fill in my EICR certificate online, submit that to him, and I'm going to discuss with him the issues I found, and he'll probably give me the go-ahead to do them when he actually takes ownership of the place. And that will make the flat safe for continued use. If you need an impartial second opinion on your EICR, head over to writepolarity.com. In the meantime, like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you on the next one.